Welcome back to the Humble Healer podcast. And thank you for joining me today. And this is a continuation of what we talked about last week. And it's about how a lot of men after a long marriage can get into that lack of emotional connection and intimacy with their wives or partners. And I, here's a part, the episode where I can put in the top 10 things you can do. And it's work on both partners. And I'll have another episode for the wives also to see that they can help with rebuilding the emotional connection and intimacy with their spouses. But this episode is about what the man can do to help rebuild his connection with his wives and partners. And this episode is not about having a sexual relation with your partner, but it's more about building that emotional connection and how the lack of that can lead to a lot of unhappiness and tension between husbands and wives. So some statistic about U.S. couples on average, they have sex about 54 times per year, about once a week, but the frequency varies significantly with age. And about 15 to 20% of marriages are considered sexless. And 25% of married couples have sex weekly, and 16% about 2 to 3 times per week. And rarely or never, 10% report having no sexual activities or rare encounters in a given year. So in the 20s, couple roughly about have sex about 80 to 112 times per year. And in the 30s, they drop down to about 86 times per year. And in the 40s to 50s, it declined to about 69 times per year or 2 to 3 times per month. And 60 and older, the frequency varies widely, averaging from once every 2 weeks down to once or twice a month. So what's the definition of a sexless marriage? Is defined as having sex 10 or fewer times per year, less than once a month. And the prevalence is about 15 to 20% of married couples fall into this category. And when you get married, then there are more responsibility with bills, mortgage, car payment, and then the kids. And next thing you know, the time you spend for one another plummets, and couples stop connecting, leading to dropping in sexual activities and emotional connection. From previous episode, this can lead to devastating emotional damages for men and to some women too, of course. But I think due to biological differences, men suffer more from this. Women suffer because sexless marriage can create a lot of strain in a relationship that lacks intimacy, since physical closeness represents emotional closeness in most relationships. A lot of people believe that female libido die with long marriage or relationship, but that's not true. It just lays dormant. So these are the tips that can be used in the daily habits that require a mind shift in male mentality about how they approach their relationship with their wives. And these are not grand gesture, which never lasts. It needs to be daily changes and approach to male relationship for men. And it's important to create a long-lasting and sustainable system that nurtures and enables both emotional and physical closeness. Once you try these and things don't work out, then you know that you've given it almost everything or everything you got. And then perhaps either get a professional counselor or attorney. But these are 10 things that can be tried to see whether you can rekindle your marriage, your long-term marriage or relationship. So one of the pundits that I came across, he said that he reframed his wife as girlfriend. And I thought that was interesting. But the term wives refer to to-do lists, bills, kids, chores, very mundane and boring stuff and nothing romantic in a lot of ways, and just does not promote any sort of emotional connection or desire from anyone. So he was treating his wife like a girlfriend, because he said that when you treat your wife like a wife, you stop flirting, you stop looking at her the way you did when you were dating. In your head, a lot of guys already thought that I already achieved my goal, so you can stop being romantic, stop doing the little things that make her want to be close to you. When you mentally reframe her as your girlfriend again, you still light a fire under your motivation in order to impress her. You put yourself in position to win her over again. Just like motivation at work. You go to work every day, create some motivation so that you can work harder. Don't ever stay complacent at any things that you do out there. Always find things to do, and it makes the job more interesting too. So same thing, put more work, find things that you can do to help. And this is one thing you can do is that reframe her as your girlfriend and as you were dating. Try to do things to impress her. Try to look more attractive. Things like that. Do the things that you did when you were still dating. And what she does is her prerogative, but this is your part. So make her laugh, give her sincere compliments, and try to impress her a little bit. Number two, let her feel that she can still create desire for you. She can still create desire in you for her. A woman feel a lot more attractive when she thinks that she can create desire in her husband or boyfriend or long-term partner. So make her feel that way by showing her that you're still attracted to her. When she feels beautiful and attractive, especially if you make her feel that way, she will want to continue to live up to that. Is it even more attractive if you make your move but expect nothing in return? This also takes away the fear of rejection when you expect nothing in return, and it takes the pressure away from her also. And don't say you look nice, maybe be more specific and say that blouse really brings out the beautiful color of your eyes or something specific, something that so that you put thought into creating a compliment for her. And just don't be the guy that just grope her while she's cooking and say, you want to go upstairs? She needs to feel like she's the one that arouses you and not just a warm body that happened to be around when you are horny. Marriage can drain a woman's body all the years, carrying your children, breastfeeding, labor, emotional stress related to managing a family, all can take away her feeling attractive and desirable. Her desire will be activated when she know that she can still make you desire her. So make sure she knows that. Number three, make her feel protected. It's not like protecting her from a saber-toothed tiger, but when there is a problem that needs to be addressed, you deal with it instead of dumping on her. If she asks you to do something, take care of it and no question asked, get it done well. For example, if there's financial issue, don't make her solve the money problem. Come up with your own solution. Maybe find a gig so that you can make an extra income to help pay for that. There will be many problems that arise in raising a family, and you volunteer to step up and handle them. Do not gripe or vent and then dump them on her lap to deal with. So these are the things that will make her feel protected, make her feel safe that she's marrying the guy that take charge, that will protect and take care of his family when times are tough. Even a little gesture like walk on the street together, leave the safer side for her to walk on and walk close to the street. Volunteer to get the mail on the street and so on. Open the door to stand between her and the creepy guy nearby at the gas station. Things like that. Little things she does notice. But do not confuse this with doing more chores, which is helpful but different in a fundamental way. Chores can make wife feel like transaction for sex. Oh, you just want to do more chores, do the dishes. And that's not the same. It's about the attitude of I got this and come up with ways to help reduce her burden as someone that had to manage a lot of tasks in the family. Say that I'm the man of the family and I can take care of my family in providing safety and security for my family, financially and emotionally. When she feels that her man is willing to step in front of the bus to protect the family, something primal in her will be turned on. So make her feel protected. Number four, build sexual tension without releasing it. When you're dating someone, the tension is already there, anticipating, built up. But in marriage, there's no more tension and that needs to be built up again. Most guys build tension and then immediately try to close the deal. And that's the end of it. Throughout the day, develop little sparks. A look across the room, lingering a bit on her, a touch on her hip as she walked by and let go. Build up the tension and then let go, expecting nothing in return. Remember that these steps are meant for her to initiate intimacy with you. Most guys want to rush to the finish line as soon as possible. Women are wired differently. Guys can get going after 30 seconds of porn. A woman enjoys the first 200 pages of a romance novel before someone touching someone else. They love the anticipation of not knowing and when the exciting event will happen. So you build a fire that she cannot stop thinking about within her. It's help also build up that oxytocin and reduce the cortisol, which is the stress, the fight or flight hormone, and build up the loving, cuddling hormone, oxytocin. So every little gesture like that will help her build that up. Number five, show the world a confident man that you are. You may not realize, but your wife, kids, they watch you and watch how the world treats you. She watch how the other men treat you, whether they respect you or how other women see you. If other women find you attractive and other men respect you, that affirms to her that she had made the right choice. That's rocket fuel for her desire and wanting to be with you. Be the confident and charming guy that she is attracted to. Let the world see that. make her feel that she does not want to lose you. But don't go about and flirt with other women. That's dumb. Just the calm, quiet, confident man that you are. Number six, pay attention to her icks, the things that kind of for her that consider yucky to her about you. So find out what they are and try to avoid it. You can do nine right things and then she can cross that X and then that can ruin everything. I know what my X are. For example, garlic food is a huge turnoff. So romance killer, she called it. So know to avoid them when necessary. And again, she has her X too, but this is not about her. This is about you. Most, if not all, women have certain X for certain things. If you trigger these on a daily basis, then that is a huge desire suppression. Fish sauce, garlic, or onion bread. So try to avoid that. Number seven, demonstrate excellence or at least competence on how things are done. Not telling her, but show her how you're excellent at doing things, especially in a public domain that raises her desire also. Give her the belief that you are capable. You can tackle adversity. You can demonstrate outstanding work. Excellence is not a trait, but a habit that you can build. Having her ask you to fix a bicycle for your kids and do that well. That's something to be proud of. Number eight, lighten up her emotional workload. Don't ask her where to go for dinner sometimes, where to go for vacation. Be proactive. Do these yourself unless you want to be part of the planning. Cook a meal for the family or get takeout and get dinner ready maybe once a week. And when she has less emotional workload, she'll be more likely able to get to the rest and digest mode, which is essential for any emotional connection or intimacy. So the key is that I work with a lot of women in healthcare because a lot of nurses are female, and I do hear some of them griping about how having 3 kids with a husband is like having 4 kids because they have to plan for everything and do everything for not only 3 but 4 individuals in the family. Don't be the burden. Don't be the other kid, but be a parent and help take care of the business, take care of the other 3 kids proactively. And if you don't know, then you ask and learn how to do it well. So light up emotional workload. Don't just ask and then do chores. Be proactive about what you can do to lighten up her emotional workload. Number 9 is rebuild emotional safety for her. A lot of times you just have to be there and listen and be supportive of what she had to say. Validate her emotional concern, issues. You don't have to provide any solution. Most of the time, she doesn't expect it. Just to be there and listen actively, active listening. This will help her feel more secure and supported. The lack of emotional safety lead to tension and lack of closeness emotionally and physically. You don't need to provide solution or emotions, and you don't need to win all the petty arguments. In the end, winning this small battle lead to losing the war. Develop emotional resilience so that she can lean on you during the difficult time. And in my previous episode, I talked plenty about how you can develop resilience, how you can stay on a rest and digest mode every day, almost every moment of every day. You have to put in time and work, but it's worth that because during difficult times when your family and your wife need you, you have that emotional resilient reservoir that they can lean on, and you can be a source of positive energy, not only for her, but for everyone else around you in the world. So be the source of constant positive energy, not the other way around. And number 10, if all fail, then see if there's any history of trauma or mental health for you or your wife partner. Relationship takes work, but having unaddressed mental health issue in either partner can make it a lot more challenging and impossible for the relationship to work. Seek professional help for guidance and help with the diagnostic and treatment process. Unaddressed mental health issues have ended countless number of relationships. Do not let this happen to you. Let me know if you have any other tips or strategies from men in this particular episode to help rekindle the fire in your marriage, to help you continue with that passion to be with that partner that you wanted to stay with lifelong. It takes a lot of work, but it's really worth it. Take care, and I hope you find this episode helpful. And if you find any success, please let me know. Thank you.